Welcome to Hummingbird Fiber Arts. I'm Birdie. The next step on this Regency journey is stays. Not a corset. They didn't exist as we know them yet. These are not going to give you an hourglass figure. Mine don't even reach the waist. What these do is push the girls up to your chin. The drafting tutorial I found, link in the description, had a few things that didn't seem correct to me. So in this project diary, I'll show you the tutorial as written and the changes I made and how I put it all together. I do hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe. Measurements. Measure and mark a line equal to under bust to mid bust. Square a line 1/4 under bust measurement. My center front is 3.5 inches longer. Measure and mark side seam equal to under bust to armpit. Square a line out from mid bust. Side seam is too long. My side seam is 1 inch less than center front. Measure and mark 1.5 inches from side seam. Smooth a curve up from armpit. Measure and mark 2.5 inches in, 2 inches up, smooth a curve for shoulder strap. Measure and mark 1/2 nip to nip measurement. Measure and mark 1 inch both sides of apex. Draw 3-inch lines for gussets. My gussets are 1/2 inch closer to center front. Draw a 3-inch line, square a line 1/4 bust under bust difference. Draw gusset side seams. Measure and mark 8-inch line for center back. Square a line 1/4 under bust measurement. Measure and mark side seam equal to under bust to armpit. Square a line 1/2 shoulder measurement. Smooth a curve from side seam to upper back line. My side seam is 1 inch less than center front. My upper back is 1 inch narrower. Smooth a curve from side seam to upper back line. Measure and mark 1/8 under bust measurement. Measure and mark up 3 inches. Smooth a curve to upper back line. Mine is 1 inch closer to center back, 1 inch higher. Cut line, add seam allowances here. Add seam allowances to gussets. Lay out pattern pieces. Cut fabric. Cut lining. Fold gusset in half, press. Fold back gusset opening 1/4 inch, press. Center gusset in opening, pin. Edge stitch gusset opening. Satin stitch gusset point. Pin and sew center front seam. Press open. Center busk and mark width. Cover busk with paper and mark width and depth. Measure and mark busk casing, add seam allowances. Press. Pin busk casing to center front at marks. Casing is wider. Edge stitch both sides of casing. Check fit. Pin side back seams. Sew side back seams. Press. Pin and sew side seams. Press seam allowances towards back. Trim seam allowance from side back. Top stitch 3/8 inch from seam for boning channel. Make casings for boning channels. Measure and mark halfway between center front and side seam. Pin casing between mark and side seam. Edge stitch both sides of casing. Pin and sew back facing. Press. Top stitch 3/8 inch from seam for boning casing. Sew lining seams, no gussets, no casings. Press lining. Measure and mark welt for busk casing. Sew welt. Clip, turn, and press welt. Pin lining to front matching seams. Fold and press back facing. Pin and sew the straps you forgot. Fold and press lining to match gussets. Whip stitch lining to gussets. Baste bottom edge. Measure and mark for spiral lacing. Set eyelets. Sew one edge of bottom binding. Fold and press. Top stitch. Insert boning. Pin top binding miter corners. Sew one edge of binding. Fold and press. Secure drawstring at shoulder tabs. Top stitch. Secure one end of lacing to top edge. Set strap eyelets. Enjoy!